I hope everyone had a great holiday season. I know I did. Now, since I last talked with you, we've had an election. And in that election, a petition passed that will significantly impact how the city moves forward on the Central Avenue project or the roundabout. Two things are true that weren't then. One, we can't build a roundabout at Central and Broadway. The second is that the cost share from MoDOT in the amount of $2.2 million is gone. So where do we go from here? Well, the city staff has been working on this since the week after the election, and they come up with 6 options, and those options were presented to the city council in a working session on the 2nd of January. Those 6 options range from just taking care of the safety issues. The storm sewers are the major issue there that need to be addressed. Remember the K Concrete truck that went right through the storm sewer there on First Street. That same sewer extends down to Front Street and also goes up Central. Those simply have to be addressed. That was at the lower end. At the higher end was to go ahead and build Central and then use the same engineering firm to look at options and rethink our options for the intersection of Central and Broadway. What can we do to fix some of the line of sight issues? If you're trying to turn from Broadway on to and make a left turn on Central, you know how that is. All you have to do is do it yourself and understand the awkwardness and the possible safety issues of that intersection. I'm convinced that the best course of action is to go ahead and replace Central as previously planned, and then look at options, rethink options for the intersection of Central and Broadway. I mean, the plans are already done. All the alternate routes, that's already done in concert with MoDOT. We need to move ahead with this. Kicking the can down the road simply won't work. First, Central just needs to be replaced. It's a truck route and a major artery, and we're not going to be in a better position than we are now to fix that. We're going to have to fix it in the future. Now is the best time. Now, that option was presented as option F at the City Council working meeting. Now, that option will cost us at least $3.5 million. And remember, it's doable because we originally had $4.5 million, even with the roundabout in there and the cost sharing for MoDOT. So it's doable. This option will also allow us to recapture much of the engineering costs in terms of relocating utilities, going through and looking at the plans. And the other thing it will do for us is it will allow us to capture the federal funds for replacing the sidewalks. And if we try to replace the sidewalks and then later decide to fix Central, we're going to have to rip all that up. That's going to be a waste of money, and that's to the tune of about $400,000. Now we'll put this to a final vote of the City Council on the February 13 meeting. This simply has to be a priority for the city. Now I want to mention this is not going to impact the Chapel Drive overpass. Let's not forget that Central is a state highway and a truck route involves MoDOT. As was the case for the original project, we have to present a plan to MoDOT. The ball is in our court right now, and we have to decide. We can't put this off any longer. Thanks for listening.